Think of failure like waves. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brittany, aka BrittSmiley, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about overcoming feeling like a failure. Because I know as women, oftentimes we just internalize everything. We try to help everybody out, but we forget to help ourselves. So this is a little girl talk. We're going to do our makeup. We're going to talk about failure, not being a failure, overcoming failure, all that good stuff. So grab your makeup, like this video, comment down below other videos you'd like to see and how you overcome your own failures. This makeup look was super simple, super easy to do. So I hope you guys can follow along if you guys do want to try it. Let me know what you guys think of the makeup at the end of the video. Keep on watching till the end so you get to see all of my tips and tricks and just hear me talk about my own life experiences about overcoming failure and feeling like a failure. If you end up liking this video, I hope you guys will take the time to subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 3K, slowly but surely, so I hope you guys will take the time to subscribe and join the family. But I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna let you guys get into the video.
Say my name, you acting kinda shady. Lately, why the sudden change?
Hey babes, welcome back to the channel. So we're gonna get right into the makeup. I already started my base, kind of. I primed my face, did my brows, set my brows, and now we're gonna go into the face stuff. But obviously, you all are here. Well, first off, you being here means we gotta talk about something, because you feeling like a failure, and that's not okay, because you're not a failure. But we're gonna get into that as soon as this video starts. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. Thank you guys for leaving that like, leaving that comment, and subscribing to the channel. I love you guys. It means so much to me when you guys subscribe to my channel. It means you guys are fucking and vibing with what I got to talk about. So we're gonna start off with our foundation. Obviously, I'm going to be using the Lancome Teinte Idole Ultra Wear. Can't remember what color this is. 560 Susie. So number one thing I have to let you know is that you're not a failure. In my eyes, you're not a failure until you've given up the race, you've given up the game. You said, I'm done, I'm out, I'm checking out, I don't care no more. But until you said that, you're not a failure. You're just a person who's going through difficulty, who is going to overcome those difficulties. I'm just trying to rearrange my desk here so that things make sense. The feeling of failure is a raw ass feeling. And not raw as in a good type of raw. It's a raw feeling that has you feeling like your world is coming undone. Your world is falling apart. Life makes no sense anymore. It hurts. It's ugly. The feelings and the thoughts are just like, yeah, I'm not doing this again. And you can't think like that, because life isn't always going to be lollipops and gumdrops. We already know that. We're currently going through a pandemic. This orange taco is our president, like, if you live in the US. And I'm pretty positive other countries, if I have subscribers from other countries, like, the world isn't pretty right now, you know? So you gotta be able to realize that life comes along with failure. Living life comes with failure. You're not gonna be amazing at everything, and that's something hard that I had to understand, because I'm one of those people, I don't like to fail. I don't like to put my efforts into anything where I think I'm gonna fail. If I think I'm gonna fail, chances are I'm just not gonna do it. When it came to applying for college, I only applied to colleges that I knew I was gonna get into. If I didn't think I was gonna get into it, I didn't apply, because I don't like rejection. I don't like failure. But failure comes with living life. Failure is a part of the journey. I'm gonna get a little bit personal, but first we're gonna do concealer and all that goody good stuff. I'm using the LA Pro Girl Conceal in Chestnut, as well as my 16-Hour Elf Camo in Rich Ebony. Like I said, I don't like to fail at things. I don't like feeling like a failure. I suck at dealing with it. And I'm not going to get too personal and too deep into it, because if you guys want to hear about that, let me know down in the comments, and I will do an actual video just on that, because it's kind of a long story. But coming to college, one, I didn't start off with my best foot forward. because I played around in high school a little bit. And since I was dual enrolled, me playing around in high school kind of actually affected me. So I didn't start off on the best foot coming to college, but I started to fail classes when I got to college. I've never failed a class prior. I've never gotten lower than a C in any class before. And even C's still weren't common to me in that reality because my mom doesn't like C's. I wasn't raised to get C's. It was like, B's are okay, let's shoot for straight A's though. That was kind of the thought process my mom had. That's kind of what she pushed on me. And then when I got to college, away from her reign, I started to notice that school one isn't as easy as it was when I was in high school. And you actually have to go to class. I wasn't going to class. I was skipping class. I wasn't doing my assignments when I was supposed to. I wasn't being a productive student. You wouldn't have looked at the way I was treating school and thought, oh, this girl wants to be a doctor. You would have thought this is one of those people who is throwing away the opportunity to better themselves, because that's ultimately what I was doing. And given there were things going on, but I was throwing away and wasting my opportunities. And when those final grades come back and you see you didn't pass a class that you need to go to another class, it hurts because you have to retake that class. And for me, it was Chem 2. Chemistry isn't hard for me. It doesn't necessarily make sense, but it's not hard. If I sit there and I study and I do what I need to do, I actually do well in chemistry. I only know that from retaking the class. But Chem 2 has been the bane of my existence ever since spring 2017. Because that's when I just stopped caring about going to class. I was not going to class. Like, that class didn't see me. That class, I got a C-. And to go into Orgo 1, which is a prereq for med school and grad school, if you're like in the health field of it, you need to get a C. And I got a C-. So I had to retake the class. That summer, retook it, thinking, okay, I'm gonna do better this time. Same thing happened again, failed the class again. I felt like such a failure, bro. I felt so stupid. I didn't tell anyone. I still don't talk about it to this day. The only people that know are like my roommates. Well, my former roommates, because I don't have any roommates anymore right now. But yeah, they were the only people that knew, because I was so ashamed of myself and I didn't want to talk about it. I just wanted to give up. But I had to dig deep. I had to square my shoulders and I had to say, Brittany, you need to fix this. And it took me a while to fix it, because I was going through things, battling things, and I wasn't focused on school the way I needed to. And the only reason why I'm sharing this story is because I failed, but I wasn't a failure, if that makes sense. And I know right now, me saying it, you're probably like, this don't make sense. If you fail, you're a failure. Nah, you're only a failure, like I said in the beginning, if you give up. If you keep pushing, you keep trying, you're not a failure. You're someone that tries to overcome adversity. You're someone that doesn't give up. Because failing comes with needing to regroup to push forward. Because you can't go in to the same thought process with the same ideas, with the same thoughts. You gotta go in reshaped as a new person with new drive, with new goals. You gotta get the fuck up though. Because if you don't get up, no one's going to get up for you. You got to get up. And that's something I have to stress to myself. I have to get up. If it's not physically, it's mentally. I got to get up. I got to regroup. I got to get help. I got to talk to somebody. I'm the type of person, I don't like talking to people. I don't like telling people my deep, darkest secrets, because I always feel like somebody's going to use them against me. But you have to, sometimes you need more help than what you can provide for yourself. You got to be able to look at yourself, put your pride aside, and say, I need help. And if you can't do that, of course you're going to be stuck as a failure, because you can't help yourself. That's why you failed in the first place. Now, for me, it wasn't necessarily going to get a chemistry tutor. It was going to seek help, like therapy, going to talk to somebody about my problems, going to understand what I'm going through. I'm not alone in, and I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Because in my case, I was my worst critic. And in plenty of other people's cases, it's not even them being their own worst critic. It's just, like, I asked my IG, and I'm going to read you guys some of the responses that I got from that. Okay, so I asked my IG, so that means if you're not following my IG, you definitely need to, so that you can also be a part of these questions when I ask them. But my question was, how do you overcome feeling like a failure or feeling like you're not good enough? And I had one person said, by reminding myself I'm on my own path and not comparing my journey to others. And then another one said, I write down what I have done and accomplished. It shows me that I can do more than I think. Another one said, I'm only 20, don't have to have it all together now. And then she also said, I realize that life has a way of humbling you when you're moving too fast. And that, oh my goodness, that is so true. Life has a way of humbling you and telling you to chill the fuck out, because sometimes you are moving way faster than you need to at that time. It is not your time yet. You think it's your time, but it is not your time yet. So I went through and finished blending out my concealer, and I also went in and drew my eyeliner. I used the Tarteist Double Take eyeliner. I got it out of an Ipsy bag. I do have an Ipsy subscription that I usually like cancel, actually, to be honest. And then I also went in and added a little bit more highlight using the Juvia's Place concealer in the number 6. So I'm gonna set my under eyes. But like I said, you gotta talk to somebody. You gotta regroup. The number one thing that you have to do to overcome feeling like a failure is to sit back, regroup, understand what you did wrong or what needs to be fixed, and then do that. But you have to recognize what went wrong so that you can do the opposite of that, therefore, after. Because if you're gonna do the same thing again, it's the definition of insanity, 1. And then 2, chances are you're gonna keep failing. Unless by some weird stroke of luck, it ends up working out. Which I hope, you know? Hey, if it works for you, it works for you. But in order to truly overcome whatever you're failing out, you gotta take that time to take that step back. And I know for me, I'm impulsive. I like to do what I wanna do, when I wanna do it, how I wanna do it. I don't like to wait, take time to think about things. And as an adult, I'm learning, first off, you can't just do that. You can't just go off half-cocked. You gotta know what you're doing. This is my True Complexion Contour Palette from Black Radiance. Y'all know I use this. If you are an OG to the channel, it's the only thing I use to contour. I am gonna try that Makeup Revolution one. Just gotta get some coins first. So, don't skip the ads. But I like to go at things half-cocked. I don't like to sit back and think. I'm not patient. And you gotta be patient when it comes to failure and regrouping and readjusting, boy. Because those periods, it doesn't happen overnight. The fix doesn't happen overnight. It takes some time, you know? It definitely takes time, and it definitely takes you being patient. I use my friends to get a lot of my advice from, like, basic advice. Simple things, because I don't want to relay, like, all my problems onto them. Which is also a bad thing I do. Lean on your friends if you got them. They're there for a reason. Definitely ask them if they're okay and in the right mental space to handle your problems before putting them on them, because you don't know what they're going through. Chances are they could not be able to deal with your shit. So I always want to ask them before you just go in and lay anything heavy on them. When I'm contouring my nose, I mix both of these just because I feel like I be going a little too heavy-handed with just the brown on my nose, so my nose be looking a little crazy. And I definitely will blend this out. And the brush is from e.l.f. It is the eyeshadow brush. If they're okay to deal with your shit, lay it on them, you know? That's what they're there for. There's something sticky on my brush. What is going on? I need to wash my brushes. Lay it on them. Use that support group that you have, because they can give you insight on things that you didn't even realize and help you to not fail again. Because I think if I had truly leaned on my friends the way I probably should have, chances are I wouldn't have failed Chem 2 as many times as I did. Because they would have helped me, but I was too ashamed to ask for help, and then I ended up fucking retaking Chem 2 so many times that I don't even want to talk about it. And I don't want you to leave here thinking that failing is okay, because while it is a part of life, it is not okay. Just like being unhealthy is not okay. Failing is a part of life. It happens. How you overcome it is what makes it okay. You sitting and sulking in your failure doesn't make it okay. It makes the situation worse. And don't excuse the situation. Don't say, well, I was going through this, that's why it happened. Nah, own up to it. Recognize that you had extenuating circumstances that caused the situation to amplify itself. But understand that you still caused it because you are in control of your own life. You had a part in whatever occurred, regardless of the extenuating circumstances, even if those are mental health. That's coming from someone who is diagnosed with major depressive disorder and anxiety. I have to understand that my failures are my failures. I caused them. Yes, I have an illness that can be a large and major factor to it, but I still have a large role to do with it. Because I could have opened my mouth, I could have gotten help. There were things that I could have done that I didn't do. And moving forward, I had to recognize those in order to be different and be better. I'm going in with the e.l.f. makeup mist and set spray. I love this stuff. Just to help everything melt in. And I'm going to take another sponge. This is a Real Technique sponge, and I'm just going to... I hope y'all peep. I've been practicing at my makeup. And if you ain't peep and you got something negative to say, keep it over there, okay? Because I think I've been doing better. I didn't say it was phenomenal. Well, it has getting better. So for blush, I like to mix the NYX Professional Ultimate Shadow Palette. I use these 4 shades in the corner here on a flat top brush that I currently cannot find. But I'll just use these. I like to mix all of them because I know purple looks really good on dark skin. Honestly, this whole top row, this berry row, that's the only reason why I use this palette. I don't actually use this palette. I kind of wanted to let you guys leave on this thought because I'm gonna finish my makeup off camera and then come with the closing. But think of failure like waves. Think of when you're walking into the ocean. If you've ever gone to the beach, when you're walking into the ocean, you can get knocked down by a wave real quick. Wave just comes out of nowhere, knocks your ass flat. You can either get up and keep pushing forward. You can lay there and just keep getting knocked over by waves over and over and over again, or you can leave the ocean. You leaving the ocean or staying flat on the ground are versions of you giving up. You pushing forward and just dealing with those waves till you get to the spot that you're going after, that's your failure, and you getting up and you pushing forward. The waves never stop. They never stop coming. You just learn how to handle them better. You learn how to brace yourself better. You learn how to prepare yourself better. You know, when you're walking in the ocean, you realize, okay, I can't step this way, or I can't move this way, or I can't turn my back and not pay attention because I know there's a wave coming that's gonna knock me flat on my butt if I'm not paying attention, if I don't brace myself. That's the regroup. Now, let's say these waves are just too heavy. You can't do it on your own. You need a friend. So you phone a friend because you're not at the beach alone because you know that's dangerous. And your friend helps you battle the wave. That's you phoning that friend. You regrouped. You realize you can't do it on your own. You got help. You talk to somebody about it. The waves never stop. You just learn how to deal with it and how to overcome them to get to wherever you're trying to get in that ocean, to get wherever you're trying to get in life. Hi babes, so I'm back. I just finished all of my makeup and I changed into this cute little top that I got from Pretty Little Thing. If you guys want to see the haul where this is mentioned, I will have it up in the eye or down below. Let me know for sure if I forget to do either thing, because there's a high chance I might. But before I concluded this video, I did want to reiterate that the waves will never stop coming. You just have to learn how to better prepare yourself for the waves when they do come and how to overcome the waves when they do hit you. That's kind of my ending piece on failure. And because I'm a Christian, I definitely want to be able to give you guys the same tips that I use myself, and I do love to use the Bible to help me calm myself down, to help me overcome things. If you're not a Christian, the Bible is just another book at the end of the day. If you guys want to take, I'm going to leave you guys with some verses if you want to take it and read it and just use them in your own life to give you inspiration, to give you hope. It's 4 verses, and I will say them. Well, I'm going to give you the verses. So the first one is Proverbs 24:16. The second is Proverbs 26:11. The third is 2 Corinthians 4:6. And then the last is Jeremiah 29:11, which is a personal favorite of mine. It essentially says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you." Essentially, it's just saying that he knows, he's got your life in his hands, and he knows what needs to happen, what's gonna happen. He has the plan set out for you, so don't give up hope and don't lose hope. And overcoming Chem 2, it definitely took Jeremiah 29:11 to get me through that. But like I said, I'm definitely not trying to push my religion on anyone. I just wanted to give you guys some verses that I use from the big book. So take a chance to look at those. If you guys have any quotes or any books you guys use to help you overcome failure, definitely drop them down in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do if I can talk. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do my makeup and talking to you guys about overcoming failure. If you guys want more girl talk videos like this, if I could talk, my goodness, definitely let me know down in the comments, and by liking this video up, it lets me know what type of videos you guys like and what type of videos you guys don't like. But I'm gonna stop rambling. My name is Brittany, aka BrittSmiley, and stay beautiful, my loves.